Alright, and now it's time for the final battle. But before we take on Dracula, I have one more secret I would like to show you, because having only 2 bars of health is not going to do too well, so we're going to jump into nothing and land on a couple of invisible platforms. And then we're going to have a whole cascading series of turkey legs and hearts to make sure we basically have everything we need. The game also, if you don't have them, will give you both whip power-ups, and it will give you a cross with triple shot, because even the game knows exactly what the best weapon actually is. So we'll just clear out these last few candles here and get to Dracula, whose presence will be announced by shaking the screen and lightning everywhere. And then he will appear and instantly take a cross to the face. Now in this game, Dracula has 3 different kind of attacks. The first one is very basic. He throws a fireball out. When you hit it, it turns into either 2 or 4. It's at random. I seem to remember there being 3 fireballs. Now what's happening here is between stages he'll throw out these little orbs that if you hit them you can get a turkey leg, which heals, and then you can have heal. So for this second stage, as you can see here, he's been throwing out these fire pillars, which have little magic head fire guy things that come to life. They die in 1 hit, and if one happens to be on the screen when Dracula appears, he's only going to make 1 instead of 2. They're pretty easy to deal with. You just kind of stay out of their way and hit them from an angle where they can't hit you. They'll just kind of try to chase you down, and it's pretty easy to ignore them for the most part. Now, we're about to see Dracula hit about half health, and once he does that, he's going to go into the turkey leg thing again, which will be the precursor to the final form of Dracula. Yep, there it is. Every single time you kill one of those, you drop a turkey leg, and if you can actually reach it and not be terrible, you will heal. So I'm going to go ahead and take kind of a little cheap advantage of this and get myself up to full health before the final battle, assuming I can actually hit one of these things. I'm going to keep trying to throw crosses at Dracula, but in the end, we're going to end up having full health. No sweat. One more, I think, besides this one. Yeah, definitely. We're going to hit him one more time to open up the final form. Get this last turkey leg, and then the screen turns red. Dracula is done with playtime. Theme of Simon Belmont. Kind of the main theme of Super Castlevania 4 plays for the final fight. Dracula's face looks different, and he does an attack which involves lightning coming down from the sky. Now, in spite of how I make it look, this is actually a very easy to avoid attack. I really kind of just wanted it to, have a little bit more tension in the final fight here. It is possible that I could lose it, especially if I'm going to keep taking hits like that. But I wouldn't worry too much about that. Now, doing enough damage to Dracula magically causes a door to just, not a door, wow, what's wrong with you, Morn? A window to just smash open and sunlight to come in, killing Dracula and showing the dawn of a new day. And that one last little bat falls, big blinding light, and then the final orb, and one more awesome pose to finish things off. So, as that counts down with the time and the hearts, and one more fill up, we will watch Dracula's castle collapse, and then we will go into the credits. So, with that in mind, I think I'd like to do some credits of my own. And I would like to start off by thanking everyone who was a guest commentator on this Let's Commentary thing. So, first of all, thank you to Kafriel for randomly getting assigned to the first stage and really getting it all started off for me. Thanks to Stone Earth, as I'm going to pronounce it, I don't really care with all the capitalization in the weird place, for inventing Candle Guy, who I will surely be finding uses for in all sorts of commentaries in the future. Thanks to CPAT for telling all sorts of bad jokes, and with that in mind, I would like to simply throw one of my own out. Why did the peanut have a black eye? Because he was assaulted. Thanks to Kayan, maker of I Want to Be the Guy and the upcoming Brave Earth, which I have seen. It looks absolutely incredible. If you like Castlevania games in the vein of this, or of Castlevania 3, which you saw me play briefly if you watched that video, you'll really enjoy Brave Earth. It's pretty much a game in that same kind of vein. Thanks to C Weezy for bringing in a special celebrity secondary guest commentator and surprising everyone, including myself. And thanks to Loafable for being that secondary special surprise guest person. Danke to Starslayer. Thanks for commenting and being really amazing in German. I appreciate that. Thanks to Matt S. for having the smooth baritone, which apparently excites all the women. That's a nice touch. Bring that into the commentary. Thanks to RatXT1 for being a last-minute replacement. Kind of stepping in when somebody else didn't show with their commentary. I really appreciate that. Saved the entire run. And I would be remiss if I didn't finish off by saying shoutouts to Specs. I also want to thank my buddy Targi for giving the thread the very prestigious Did Not Make Me Want to Vomit award. That really helped get things started off right. Really was a nice touch. I want to thank Link6616 for volunteering and then stepping down when somebody else said they wanted his stage. That really good of you to step up even if you didn't actually get to do anything. Maybe we'll get you in on something else in the future. Thanks to Crystal Chaos, who had absolutely nothing to do with this project, but was considerably helpful with a lot of technical behind-the-scenes jiggery-pokery, setting up my stream, which I'm now doing from time to time, twitch.tv/Mr. Morn. Thanks to David Serlin and Thelo at FantasyStrike.com. If you like fighting games and kind of esoteric card games based on the way fighting games generally go, you'll really enjoy the game Serlin has made, and you should really go check out the site. We just recently relaunched with a new UI, and you will kind of be getting in on the ground floor, something exciting there. I also want to thank my boss for having nothing but for me to do a lot of the time, giving me free time to think of all this stuff. I want to thank my mom and my dad for giving birth to me. I want to thank the sun for bringing light to the earth so that I can do this kind of thing and not be dead. I want to thank Konami for making the game in the first place. And I want to thank Nintendo for putting out their system.